Hi, this is Billy Starks, and you're listening to Wrestling with Entertainment.
Um, Earlier this week, as we talk about the news, Terry Funk was apparently not in good health, and that just really sucks. But I think he's doing better. I could be wrong, but it's gonna take a lot to for Terry Funk not to kick out, right, Scooter?
Mm. Uh, you know what? I have honestly not seen anything about Terry Funk being dealing with any medical issues, and I'm going back to all the archives of the last couple of days. Um, who knows if he has? Eh, and pardon my language here, but Terry Funk is probably the toughest son of a bitch in professional wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Uh, um, and I'm gonna drop a plug here for the Twitch stream of Mr. Colt Cabana, who uh, if you if you raid his channel, it triggers off a promo uh, that Terry Funk did that and ends with Terry Funk basically screaming forever, forever, forever. Um, yeah, so if if Terry Funk is leaving this world, you know, God himself is personally going to have to escort him.
Yeah, that's gonna be Wrestler Heaven is going to be an interesting place if Terry Funk is joining their ranks. Hopefully not. Hopefully, and not anytime soon. Hopefully in 100 years. But um, we're seeing.
Let's hope so.
Hoping Terry Funk the best. Kaliko, you want to say something about Terry Funk?
I mean, he's got the Guinness Book of World Records for the most retirement matches in history. I swear that dude retired like 15 times. But everything that Scooter said, I second. Like hell, even if he goes to hell, the devil's gonna have to escort him. Somebody's gonna be having to tussle with Terry Funk. He just ain't gonna go off into the night.
What's the saying? Heaven doesn't want him, and hell's afraid he'll take over.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, Terry Funk is the only reason we have Bret Hart in ECW footage.
That's true.
I mean, Terry Funk is like, what's funny? Because as time fades, people like for other than like wrestling enthusiasts, but damn, that dude is like history. He's a walking damn encyclopedia, thesaurus, whatever the hell. Well, Encyclopedia Britannica. He is literally a walking encyclopedia. That dude is like
Wait, are you saying he's a Funkasaurus?
Funk is on a roll. Somebody call my mama.
My mama.
But yeah, let's hope he gets he keeps it going, man.
Just rolling with more bad news. Shaul Guerrero, the daughter of Eddie and Vicki Guerrero, is stepping back from wrestling. Apparently she's having some mental health issues that kind of was was kind of triggered by pro wrestling and the stresses of that. Um, we wish her the best, but this isn't like a great thing for her career. But obviously she kind of felt she needed to do this. What are your thoughts on Shaul Guerrero stepping back for the time being, Scooter?
Um, well, I mean, when anybody can step back and objectively look at themselves and realize that they actually do need help, they're able to realize that of course is the first step in any help or recovery process. Um, I mean, as for Shaul, um, I believe this is actually the second time she stepped away from the ring.
Really?
Um, I think the first time was when she was released. Um, I can't speak to Shaul Guerrero's performance in the ring, so I can't say if she was good. I can't say if she was bad. Uh, and but the fact that she's basically saying her experiences in pro wrestling are what triggered this. That I really hope opens a lot of eyes as to how people in general are treated, and hopefully she gets the help she needs, and yeah, and comes back looking to make the most talented baby of all time with Dominic. Um,
Hey man, that's their brother and sister. That's disgusting.
wait, are they? Oh wait,
Yes, they're related.
are we sure?
Dude, not cool.
I can't remember. Ah, anyway, nothing but best of luck to Shaul, and you know, take mental health seriously. Don't assume that you know mental health means somebody with a with a low IQ, or somebody who can't particularly do something uh, correctly the first time. No, it's not the case anymore. It's a serious issue. It's affecting everybody, and we just need to start just treating each other better. I mean, I'm going off on a tangent here, and
It's okay.
Yeah,
Kaliko,
man, speak it.
Kaliko, you wanna add to anything about Shaul Guerrero?
I mean, it's crazy because the news came out like the day before she was supposed to be at the wrestling store, which was over there in Huntington Park. I think you know where that is, right, James?
Actually, never
So,
been to the wrestling store.
oh God, you gotta go. But Jesus, you gotta go. Because actually, they're actually doing meet and greets now. Because it was supposed to have been her and her husband, Aiden English,
Well, that would
and
have been cool.
Chavo stepped in. But they're doing Deanna Purrazzo in a couple of weeks,
Ooh,
so that'll be
fresh off
yeah,
of
that's interesting.
Corona.
But back to the original topic at hand. We'll get to the wrestling store later. The best awareness is self-awareness, and and to be able to be objective, to step back and just take it away and do what's best for you is always the most important thing. Like, you only got one life, man. You got to be happy, and sometimes you gotta slow down to speed up. And in her case, I just wish her nothing but the best on her journey, man, just to get to herself, whatever that may be for her. So
I think that we've never seen a Shaul Guerrero run, whether it was in WWE, AEW, any major. I would think any major wrestling company would obviously want her. She has name recognition. Uh, a lot of second and third generation wrestlers have that. But I don't feel like it ever really clicked with her. I mean, there was always rumblings, but there was never a definitive yes when it came to her. Am I maybe right or maybe wrong about that?
I would say you are right, only because I remember the the reviews of her initial tryout were as basically said she didn't have the talent associated with her family name, and it wasn't exactly being showed if she actually wanted to live up to the name. And, having, that particular name, which is now not just famous, but infamous.
And not just for Eddie Guerrero at this point. Vicki has made her own kind of little legacy in WWE as well.
Yes, very true. It's and again, it's all we can't be the judge. I mean, for all we know, Vicky could have gone to Tony Khan and be like, "Oh, please give Shaul a job." And Tony, being the nice guy that he is, will do it.
Well, she did some ring announcing for AEW.
All right, I mean, Tony, please give her a bigger push.
I think that went to Dasha, right? Dasha Fuentes. Well,
I'm pretty sure that she did ring announcing for the women's tag team tournament that they did that one time.
No, I thought that was NWA.
No, not. When did NWA do a women's tournament?
No, I thought Shaul Guerrero did some ring announcing for and like.
Not that I'm aware of. Oh,
I
whatever it is, again, we hope that she gets what she needs and is happy and healthy. I think that's the most important part.
Yes, absolutely.
On some lighter news, Kit Lee is engaged to Mia Yim. He gave her a ring and she gave him Corona.
Boo! I guess that
was my pick for the Rumble, damn it.
I could use that joke. She's fine. She's okay. She's recovered.
Yeah. He gave her a ring. She gave him a reckoning.
Oh, boo. Boo. But,
Retribution.
nothing but wishing those guys nothing but the best.
Of course, because that ring looks very familiar to the ring I gave my wife, so I got to give him Keith Lee kudos for great taste.
And Keith Lee will also buy his new fiance a brand new Mercedes Martinez.
I think Mercedes would go for that. Don't seem like the type of lady.
You never know.
I don't know where I was going with that joke, but
This is getting out of hand.
I think somebody dosed my Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Ah.
And
All right. Well, while we're in the spirit of a little bit of down news, the Fighting Spirit Wrestling School in Liverpool, England, is closed for good this time. What is the Fighting
What?
Spirit Wrestling School, you ask? It is the wrestling school from Liverpool. I didn't mean to rhyme. Ran by the grizzled young veterans James Drake, Zach Gibson, most recently from NXT and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. They've gone through, closings and openings, and but
For obvious
after
reasons.
being officially listed as relocated to the U.S., the Liverpool school was just unfortunately shut down. No plans at the moment to open one stateside.
It would be interesting, but if they would. But it seems like British wrestling in the past year has really died. Whether it be unsafe work environments, allegations, closing of wrestling schools, corona issues, it's not looking good for them in the UK. No?
I mean, yes and no. It's kind of treading the line, in my opinion. Yes, you have the NXT UK debut of Miko Satomura, which was supposed to be a big deal. But I mean, other than that, yeah, I mean, it's falling all by the wayside over there, but also at the same time, they're also experiencing worse strains of
Right.
COVID.
Kaliko, you want to say something about the UK scene?
I mean, I think that's why WWE brought back NXT UK, because it almost feels like they're saving British wrestling in a sense. And that's good for them. Mainly, it's location as well, and the way the UK, well, prior to COVID, the whole thing in Europe used to work. And for those who've never been there, it's pretty much like a bunch of countries, but their freeways and everything is kind of like the interstate. So when that gets halted, it just brings a jam to all those countries. UK more specifically, because they're in an area where the weather in itself is funky. It's not like they have, sunny days like California or Arizona, you know what I mean, or in a desert or some sense. So
No, they
the
do not.
weather is so the weather in itself is kind of like a hindrance because it keeps people inside. Damn it, I wish that they could, bring it back, but maybe they'll use that as a story. And that's probably why the Grizzled Young Veterans will win the Dusty Classic, but we'll go there a whole other way.
And last thing on the news circuit, WrestleCon is taking place during WrestleMania weekend.
You knew damn well that was going to happen. I don't know what.
Well, it did happen last year for obvious reasons, but obviously WrestleMania is going to be WrestleMania, and they're going to try and get fans in. I think that they are, all things considered. I haven't heard that anything bad came out of the Super Bowl.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tampa might be in some trouble because mainly one is because of the post celebration, and a lot of people were out maskless. And then number two, the rapper 50 Cent had a Super Bowl party, considering the fact that he knew that no one else was going to run one, and he ran one. and a lot of people were probably maskless and so on and so forth there. So Tampa is kind of on the radar right now, and that's probably why WWE was hesitant to put tickets on sale, because they wanted to see what was going to happen post Super Bowl with the attendance.
Right.
And how, and if there's a spike or not. And that's the biggest thing. If there's not a spike, they would have got those tickets a lot sooner. But I feel like it's going to be one, especially with Tampa winning, having the Super Bowl party, having the Super Bowl parade. It's just going to be a downhill effect.
I just want to say the guy's name who's in charge of it, Michael Bocchiccio.
Why don't you ask Alexa?
But yeah, they're also WrestleCon's also starting out already operating at a loss from last year.
Right.
So, I mean,
I think they announced their first guest. I think it was like Sergeant Slaughter.
I mean, the one thing that they have going for them is that they could, put it on Fight TV and get those views on the paid preview. But for people that might actually want to come, considering what Kaliko just said, might not be the best idea to do live attendance, even though they might be able to and will obviously want to.
Well, the only way that they would pull it off is it would have to be at because Tampa. I mean, I think WWE's got the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium unlocked, so it would have to be somewhere outdoors, like a baseball field ish, and that's a push. You know what I mean? Because as much as everybody knows Tampa has a football team, Tampa's not like LA, where they got like a bunch of big ass venues outdoors that they can host this shit at.
Yeah.
Especially considering WWE's going to have Raymond James on lock, and then they already got the baseball stadium on lock just for taping.
I at this point I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere, in international waters, a huge barge with a wrestling ring is being constructed.
Might actually be really fun. Pirate wrestling.
And anybody with a boat can come out, and that's where Vince will hold WrestleMania from now on, live from the middle of the ocean.
Don't act like you wouldn't watch that, or try to score a boat to try and see it live. Because I would.
I can't swim, so.
Well, neither am I, but I'd still go on the boat.
Well, from one bright idea to another, hey, have any of you ever wanted to run the WWE Network? Well, now you have the opportunity, because Peacock, the new soon-to-be home of the WWE Network, the pride of NBC Universal's streaming service platform, when it takes over the WWE Network on March 18th, is looking for a manager to handle the WWE Network on their platform. In their press release, they said, now we need fearless leaders and pop culture fiends to help build out our WWE user experience. So if you can name all of Mick Foley's characters, or know why Charlotte Flair claims to be born to conquer, then you can come smell what the Peacock is cooking.
Oh,
the job
God.
Oh, wait. It gets better. The prospective applicant will be joining a team to help publishing live streams, curating collections and playlists, and identifying high-performance highlights from the WWE's vast and growing library of content. The candidate will create and maintain the WWE homepage, schedule VOD promotions in sync with the entire WWE linear program slate, assist in the creation of collections, copy, metadata for WWE assets, be a subject matter expert in all aspects of the WWE universe, ensure that the key metadata is present on all WWE content, identify curation opportunities to expand visibility of long form and short form content, coordinate asset delivery with internal and external teams to ensure timely promotion, analyze data to make educated decisions on curation tactics, and project manage live streams of key events throughout the year. If you are interested, you can check out the job application and apply yourself at brassring.com.
Damn, you should be a promoter.
Damn, I'm good.
All right. I know you got your application in, or going to, and I know.
It's just a big note in green crayon saying, "Hire me, damn it."
And Kaliko is just holding out that they'll hire him because he's a Marine, damn it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna submit my DD-214 and just say this is it. Or I could show my video of my engagement.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
I mean that certainly, and no, I'm not going to say it. No, I'm not going to make that joke. Not going to make it. Well, that certainly would be an affirmative action. I'm sorry.
Oh God, I could take that joke.
I think we'll conclude the news from here.